Hey everybody, it's Jeff and Lauren and Mom.
Hi.
Hello.
We wanted to let you know that we are going to be changing the format of our show, right, Lauren?
Yes, we will be adding a variety of different content in order to keep things fun and interesting both for you and for us.
We still have some episodes left of our normal programming, but coming soon, things are going to look and sound a lot different.
We hope you've enjoyed our past episodes like we have, and we hope that you'll continue to stay with us as our program evolves.
Yeah, so enjoy this week's episode and look forward to what's coming soon. And we love you. Goodbye.
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 Welcome back, everyone, to My Mama Done Told Me. This is a show.
Everything?
Ooh,
Then Kath and Ray would sing everything.
This is a musical episode.
Oh my God.
Welcome, everyone, to My Mama Done Told Me. My name is Jeff, and I'm here today with my mom and my sister. Here they are. Yes, say
Hello.
Say hello.
Say hello.
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 Oh my
Cut.
gosh.
And scene.
And see.
If you're new to our show, this show is
If
a
you're
show.
still watching, because they're probably all going to go, I'm not watching this. It's crazy and silly.
If you're new to our show, if you're new to our checking levels,
Check,
you're
check,
new
1,
to
2. Check on the bass drum. or whatever.
come on the bass drum.
What? I think it might have been kick drum. I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is the kick drum and a bass drum the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
If you're new to our show, we are a brother and a sister.
You sound just like Dad.
and a mother and we
And a dog.
and the dog, a doge. And we just hang out down here and talk about things and
All the stuff
things
like
and
that.
stuff. Yep.
We are a little off today.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
We're a little off today.
Well, I didn't get my daily nap.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
I know. It does.
I know.
It like really kind of throws me off. I'm a habitual napper.
He's a hub.
I'm a habitual napper. I heard a thing. I don't know. I can't, validate the
Mhm.
truth of this, but I heard that if you nap from like 20 to 60 minutes a day or as often as possible, like they found that your risk of like heart attack, heart disease, and all this stuff
Yay.
is like 68% lower than those who don't.
Wow.
And he's the guy that I think it was just a reel or something of some guy doing a TED talk or something. And he's like, there's no medicine in the world, no pill
Yep.
that reduces your risk by that percentage.
That's crazy.
So nap. I'm like,
yeah.
yes. All of a sudden I don't feel like a lazy bum for napping.
I wish I had time to
Totally agree.
Yeah. You're a napper too, Mom.
Every day, just about. I don't sleep very long, but I rest, and I
Mhm.
usually doze off for maybe 20 minutes. I used
Yeah.
to sleep more, but I don't.
I get
sleep
like
as
an
much
hour and
anymore.
a half every
I
day.
don't know. I like it. I used to do that, but now I'm sleeping longer at night. And
Yeah.
I was getting up at like 5 a.m.
Mhm.
every day, and now
Mhm.
I sleep till 6 or 6:30. So I think I'm getting more sleep at night, so I'm a little bit better
Yeah.
during the day. But I rest. I rest and cat nap.
You rest in peace.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Wow.
I brought Catherine Ray with us. Catherine Ray is our
Yay.
AI amalgamation of all of our voices.
Amalgamation.
Lauren, you make a mouth noise every time before you talk.
I can't help it.
Amalgamation.
Amalgamation. I'll just keep my mouth open. So
Well, if you're more of a mouth breather, you won't do that.
I'll just have my mouth open that way.
You can just start talking. You don't have to. beforehand.
How am I supposed to open my mouth without
The
making
only
noise?
one that bothers is you. I don't even notice it.
Oh, it bothers me if it's somebody else, but I can't hear it if it's me.
All right, Kath and Ray, hit us. Aren't families funny? Uh-huh.
Okay.
What are some of your funniest memories of each other? Kathy, you're not allowed to talk about when Lauren got on the swings at the carnival.
Come on.
And every
now.
time she went around, she got madder and madder and more upset. She did.
I did. I remember that like it was
You
yesterday.
can't talk about how hilarious that was.
It was not funny.
It-
Catherine Ray.
Huh.
It wasn't funny, but I laughed really hard.
Okay, well, that was Catherine Ray. Yeah,
What a
that's
creep.
our topic. What a creepoid. What is one of your, or what are some of your funniest memories of each other? So here's a funny story.
Oh, great.
When I
Oh,
like sent this question to
Yeah.
the group, I wrote, what are some of your funniest memories of your mom / sibling? Well, of course, I was thinking of it from myself because I was typing it out. So my mom over there and my sibling over there. Well, mom comes here going, I can't think of anything funny about my mom or whatever. Like, you don't need to talk about your mom. It's like, well, that's what you wrote. You should mean what you say and say what you
I was
mean.
supposed to have a funny story about my brothers or my sister or my mother. That's
Well,
what you said.
Well,
yeah,
I know,
it is
but
true. That
It
is what
is-
he said. But
I'm not
And so now-
arguing that point
And now
at
I'm
all.
stuck because I wasn't thinking about you guys.
You should
We should
always be
always be
thinking
thinking
about
about
So I'll
us.
just step out.
oh shoot, that was.
I do always
That
think
was
about you.
bad.
You should put in like a
Man.
noise so that it
Like
looks
a
like,
really good, a really good hand slap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like a symbol. A symbol.
Yeah.
Ching. Yeah.
Yep.
Shing. Symbols don't sound like shing.
No, they
Whatever
don't.
they sound
That's like a
like.
sword. Sing, like a katana.
Okay,
Shing.
let's talk about funniness. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't thought about this at all. So
Oh, wow.
I have.
I haven't either, obviously, because I didn't know what I was supposed to be thinking about.
the only one I thought about was Lauren on the swings, and I typed it into the Catherine Ray. No, I have one other one about Lauren. And so
I
okay,
have two for Jeff. I have one.
Here's an
I have one for sure for mom.
here's an interesting thing about my memories from childhood. So many of them are directly linked to our home video camera.
Oh, I
yeah.
know. I
And
know.
and
Yeah.
I feel like that's because you replay it and it gets
Yeah.
stuck in your head and
Uh-huh.
and then like my memory, you know how in movies when you go that person's memory is they can see themselves in their own memory
Right.
Yeah.
because the reenactment or whatever, the replay
Mhm.
has the person as a kid in it or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about some of my childhood memories.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that stand out the most are the ones we've watched on VHS.
Yep.
So the ones that we've laughed the most at, of course,
Mm-hmm.
are so the ragdoll sequence. I thought
that's
pretty funny.
Well, that would have been mine for you.
Yeah.
I just had that one for you.
Oh
Dang.
well, you can
That's
say it.
mine for you. Yeah.
Yeah, say it.
Right now.
Were you going
Talk
to
about
use it?
No.
No.
Not
We're-
if that's
we're
your
Taco Bell.
only one. Go ahead,
Well,
Taco
so it
Bell.
was like it was the Nutcracker, I
Mhm.
think,
It
music
was.
that you guys were
It was
playing.
a record.
It was a record, and it was the Nutcracker, and Lauren was doing the musical rendition of the Nutcracker,
Just
and,
dancing.
Yeah.
Dancing.
and ballet.
and Jeff was her partner. Now you were probably
Well, we were at the house on
we're-
O'Hearn.
Oh,
yeah,
O'Hearn,
so
yeah.
you were probably 6 or 7,
Mm-hmm.
which would make Jeff 3,
Mm-hmm.
between 3 and 4.
Mhm.
And I remember what you had on.
Had like red and white and black or something.
It was like sweatpants, little sweatpants, and the sweatshirt was too short, so your little belly was sticking out. And
Like
she was
always.
dragging you
Always.
around in this
Yeah,
dance.
because he was a rag doll.
And the Nutcracker music
Mhm.
lasts forever.
Mhm.
It went on and on and on.
Uh-huh.
And you just did everything that she told you to do.
I remember
like a rag doll.
I remember putting him on the couch and bringing the cat over and telling him to sneeze when I brought the cat over, like you were allergic to the cat.
Oh, it was a
wow.
whole production. It
Uh-huh.
was really
That's pretty
funny.
good.
You were like, achoo. It was so funny.
Was it like convincing?
As
Did I do
convincing
good?
as
Yes,
As a
very
you did.
3-year-old?
You did a great
As
job.
a 3-year-old.
You
can
did a
make it.
great job.
Yes,
Right.
he was very tolerant. It was very funny.
Whatever, tolerant. Like I'm so hard to deal with.
No, I meant but what kid wants to be drugged around by his sister? And
Jeff.
Jeff does,
apparently he did because
He was
did
bored. Okay.
I don't know if I could have wanted that, though.
Yeah.
I
were
had to have
3.
been
You
coaxed
probably
into that
did
somehow.
want- You were 3.
Yeah,
You didn't know. You thought I was cool still.
that's true. That stopped for a long time. I mean, I think you're cool now, but
I don't even think I'm cool now. Thanks, Jeff.
okay.
That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
Yes, it was.
I'm excited to hear what Lauren's
Mhm.
stories are, because I have a lot of memories of us laughing hard at each other, the
Mhm.
3 of us.
Mhm.
But man, Lauren, it's your turn.
Okay. Do you want me to do yours first or mom's, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Let's
Okay.
do Jeff's.
Okay, let's do.
I wanna hear
Jeff
Jeff's.
I have 2 for Jeff. One of them was, I don't know what we were doing, but we were sent to the store together to get ice.
I think I know
And
what
it
you're
was
about to say.
it was like a party of some sort. It was for like a cooler or something.
Mhm.
And so we went to the Hy-Vee. You guys were still living over in Stony Brook. And we went to that Hy-Vee right there. We got ice and we put it on the thing. And the kid that was ringing us out, he was the funny one, but
Right.
it was funny because we were both together.
Yeah.
He was talking about how
How many libs
how
of
many
ice?
libs of ice you can get for $1. And I was
He's
like,
hold on, is that the 5 lib bag, or is that 10 libs? And Lauren and I-
up at the Come and Go, the 5 lib bag is like double our price.
right.
And I was like,
We're looking at each other like he's joking, right?
Nope.
Libs? Like, that's short for pounds, right? You like,
I don't think I've laughed that hard
Yeah,
ever,
that
because
was
it
funny.
was so genuine too. He was not
libs.
joking
No, not at all.
at all. You could
He was
tell
just
he was just a
serious.
normal teenage kid working at Hy-Vee at the cashier.
And why wouldn't you think?
I mean, if you
LBS?
didn't know, if nobody
Libs.
ever told you, and you just saw LB, period, it'd be
Mhm.
lib.
Mm-hmm.
5 LBS.
So that was one that came to mind for
Libs.
Jeff, the libs. And I still text that to him to this day.
Yep.
How many libs can you pound? Pound?
How
Oh,
many,
what?
how many lips?
How
can
many
you-
libs can you pound? How many pounds can you lib, bro?
It's
a new
It
fitness
should be
thing.
how
Right.
many pounds can you lift? And I said, how many libs can you pound?
How many libs can you lift? Bruh.
Bruh.
Bro.
Do you even work out, bruh?
Do you even lift libs, bro?
So stupid.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, Mom?
Sure.
All right. This is another one that I tell on a regular basis, mostly to my friends, because that's who I was with. Anyways, so there was this one time way back, we were gonna go to a concert, and it happened to be like a family kind of thing. So I asked Mom if she wanted to go with, and she was like, "Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
I
love
know.
to." So my friend Becky was driving.
I was driving.
No, Becky was driving.
Oh.
We were in Becky's car,
Okay.
and it was me in the front seat and Becky, and then Mom was in the back seat, and we went to pick up Jessica.
Mhm.
And when we got to Jessica's house, Becky got out of the car for whatever reason, because Jessica was going to be a minute before she came down.
Mhm.
And she gets out of the car for a second, and Jessica gets in, whatever. And so then we go to the gas station and she gets out again to put gas in her car. We're all in the we're all in the car. And Becky goes, God, it smells like bacon out here. And she's like, I wonder what that is. And Mom's face, if you should have seen Mom's face, she goes, oh my gosh, it's me. She like, oh my gosh, it's me.
What?
We had bacon,
It's
lettuce,
me.
and tomato
goes,
sandwich.
Give me some spray. Every time. I am not joking. Like, oh my gosh,
We had bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches for dinner right before I went. So all my clothes, everything absorbed the bacon smell. So then, of course, every time I saw
I thought for sure
Becky
this was.
after that,
yeah.
then she's like,
It's
it
always
was
bacon.
a private joke. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my
I
God.
thought
Well,
for sure this
and-
was going to be a fart joke.
No.
I smell like bacon.
No.
Mm.
She smells like
Mhm.
bacon.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember maybe it was when we were at Jessica's that you figured out that it was you that smelled like bacon.
I was in the
because-
car. I remember being in the car when I
But-
realized it was
Smelled
but-
like bacon.
Yeah, because she was like smelling herself. It was so funny. But I was dying.
I never
because
even-
I
is
was
so funny.
like crying, laughing. But and then when Becky got out to pump gas, I go, Mom, you realize Becky's a vegetarian? And she was like, oh my
about that
gosh,
part.
give me more spray. I feel so terrible.
Oh my
I made her
gosh.
car smell like bacon. I'm gonna go to the show. I'm gonna smell like bacon.
I cannot remember where we went.
We went to the waiting room. I remember.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So cool.
Yep.
Mhm.
But it was so fun. It was so funny. We laughed about that all the time.
Yep.
And then my second one for Jeff is that time that I frisbeed a pizza at your face and it hit
That's a
you.
good one. Yeah. Why did you frisbee that at me?
Because I'm pretty sure you asked me to throw it to you.
No, I wouldn't have asked you to do that.
I remember being at the bottom of the stairs and
Yep.
just
On 149th Street, and you frisbeed it at me, and I if I had asked you to do it, I
You
would
would've
have had
been
my
ready?
hands up.
okay. Well,
You'd
then
have caught
I
you
turned
were
around.
probably
I turned around, and you were at the bottom of the lower down in the stairs. I was higher up, and the pizza just goes bam!
It
It hits
was,
me
like,
right above the
right
nose.
here.
Frozen
Yeah.
Frozen, yeah, frozen
Mhm.
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a cardboard backing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was still in plastic. It was. It was. I've never hit a target before in my life.
Well, when you're motivated,
That one. Okay, so you were probably being a little brat or something and
no,
saying
we both went downstairs to get a pizza, and I was being a sweet, nice. Oh my god!
highly doubt. I highly doubt that. You had to have done something to make me throw that at you.
That's victim blaming. Don't blame
Mm.
me for your actions. Okay.
Listen, I care not for a victim.
Oh,
That one was funny.
that
Yep.
was
I felt bad, but I still laughed.
But it's still funny.
fun.
It's like when people fall. See, you didn't have your nap.
I know I'm struggling.
Oh. So I'm going to talk about Lauren.
Yeah.
So
duet.
I think this was back when you were like 4,
Mhm.
and we were invited to our church's mother-daughter Mother's Day.
Oh
tea.
yeah,
This
this
is
is
the-
a hilarious
This is
story.
the best.
I like this story.
And we were dressed up because it was a tea, and so they had these perfect little cakes, and they had all the tea and
Cakes.
punch and
Little cake.
little cakes.
Little cheese.
You gotta have a little
And they
piece of
even had, like, a
cheese
little
and
dip-
some
they had a little-
cakes.
They were going to have, everybody was sitting in the
Fruit.
front. The little kids were in the front rows, and the moms were all there, and they were going to have a devotional. It was very sweet.
This is at a church.
Yes. This is at the church in the little fellowship hall.
Why is
And the
everything
lady in the
little?
front who was giving the devotional was praying for us, and it was quiet and serene. And all of a sudden, you hear this. And it got
It was me.
even quieter in the room. No one was moving. And little Lauren stood up in the front row and turned around looked at everyone and said,
Straighten their eyes.
"Excuse me," turned around and sat down. No one laughed out loud. No one did anything.
How?
I don't know, but nobody responded at all. The lady went on with her prayer. We had our tea, and it was over. It was the
How?
funniest thing in the world.
How do you not just die?
No, I would.
But am I right? Nobody.
I don't know.
laughed
I
at
don't
you.
remember.
No one laughed. No one.
Somebody went.
I'm sure they probably did, but it was just totally. It was so sweet though because she owned up to it.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I still do.
I still do.
It was funny.
He loves me.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. It was really cute.
That's funny.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when we were younger, Lauren and I decided we were going to jump on the bed. But we knew we weren't supposed to jump on the bed
Mhm.
because we were told,
Mhm.
don't jump on the bed.
No more monkeys.
Right? No more monkeys jumping on the bed. Well, we thought, no one's home.
Nobody's ever gonna know.
No one's ever going to know. I don't know. It's nice and bouncy, you know. So
There's
Lau-
more pros than cons.
So Lauren's like, come on, Jeff, let's do this. And I'm like, no, Lauren, we shouldn't do this.
That is not
And-
true.
Yeah. I'm like, no, Lauren.
Don't make me jump
Lauren,
on the bed.
Look, yeah, don't make me do this. And
This
she's like,
isn't
come
even
on.
fun for me.
Yeah, we'll
This is all BS. Just FYI, he
No.
had so much. He was the instigator, I'm sure.
no, I wasn't. That was definitely you. But
Anyway,
in truth, I probably didn't put up much of a fight.
no,
But
absolutely, you
It was
didn't.
definitely your idea because
Maybe.
it was
It was
your
your
room.
bed.
It was my room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so here we are, two monkeys jumping on the bed, and we hear snap.
It was like so loud, and I was like, "Oh,
Well,
shoot.
We had broken one of the slats under the bed because we were jumping on the bed. Well, that's probably one of the reasons you don't jump on the bed, right?
Yeah.
Probably not a huge deal, hindsight,
Nah.
but you know, that's us. So we stop. We're both a little nervous, whatever. We go about our day. Mom comes home. I hear, Jeffrey, what? Come in here, please. I'm like, that idiot. My sister's an idiot.
Either that, or I'm just really honest.
Well, an honest idiot. So I walk into Lauren's room and I know immediately what this is about. So Lauren's sitting on the bed in tears, and Mom's got a stern look on her face, and she's like, your sister, I don't know if these were the exact words, but basically, your sister told me what you guys did. And I remember just looking like, you.
Idiot.
She would have never known
Never.
had you not told.
Never.
And so come to find out, Lauren had come clean,
hmm
confessed.
The
to-
guilt was eating me alive. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And she comes clean about the jumping on the bed, even though we we're supposed to, breaking the bed, blah blah blah. So Mom sends me to my room and said,
I have a little issue with this.
"Why?"
Because the reason you guys were in trouble was not for breaking the bed, not even for jumping on the bed, but you guys lied about it. There was a lie involved in this.
No.
Before, yeah.
I don't remember this.
Oh, I don't remember either.
Tell me your memory.
Well, my memory is that you weren't in trouble for breaking the bed. You're just kids. But I asked you guys I think you said my bed broke.
Mhm.
And I said, what happened? And you guys said, I don't know, or whatever.
Oh,
And,
that very
and
well.
when
could have
then-
been.
then you fessed up. And
Yeah.
I was angry because of the lie,
Ah.
not
that makes
because you were
more
jumping
sense.
on the bed.
That makes a
See,
lot
that
more
part that part didn't stick in my memory,
Not me
but
Yeah.
but it makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, that
It makes a lot more sense.
makes
That's
a lot
why
more
I was
sense why you
really
would feel bad
punishing you.
too. Yeah.
I was punishing you because of the lie,
Yeah.
not because of the broken bed.
Yeah. So that's not the funny
That's
part
not the
though.
funny
No.
part.
We're
So
still
okay,
getting
well
there.
thank you for the correction.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's good. So Mom says, probably corrects me for being a part of that lie that I just remembered or just was told about just now, and sends me to my room with the knowledge that after I finish punishing your older sister, I will be in to your room to punish you. And I'm like, oh boy. Okay. So our rooms were directly next door to each other. So there was a return vent between our rooms that was just direct air. So when we'd get grounded or something, we could still talk to each other through the vent and everything. And I could hear what was going on in there, right? So I thought, I got to get an idea of what in the world's going to happen to me when mom comes in this room. So I'm in my room. I've got my ear up to the vent, listening. And mom goes out to the kitchen, gets the wooden spoon.
Like the little paddle thing or
Yeah.
whatever.
It was a wooden
spoon.
Yeah, it was like a spatula, kind of had a flat side on
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she still used that to cook like ground beef and stuff too.
Well, I didn't do it on your bare bottom.
And anyway, so Lauren must have at that point decided that she wanted to be a little bit rebellious, even though she had just come clean to everything, and or she was just feeling very, very honest because
one or the other.
Because I hear this, and mom goes, "Okay, did that hurt?" And Lauren goes,
Nah.
"No, not really." And mom's like, and I just remember thinking, why? I'm 3 years younger than you, and I would have known to say, yeah. Like,
Well, it didn't hurt.
well, it didn't hurt. Well, mom's like, well, it's going to.
Okay.
And yeah, like even more, yeah. And I'm like, oh, she's going to come in twice as hard on me. Like, come in here. I don't even remember getting spanked. I know I did, but I remember just shaking my head like, oh,
Lauren, you idiot.
And I made sure that I did it right in the exact same spot.
thanks, mom.
It didn't hurt the first time. It's going to hurt the second. And it did. Then she
Maybe.
cried.
We'll see.
You cried.
Well, I probably would have cried anyways. I was wuss.
Yeah, Sister Mary Wuss bag.
Mary wuss.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that
That
was
was a
funny. So stupid.
The one of my funniest, most recent memories is when we talked about the annals of our brains on this
that
show.
Was so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was that.
No, it's definitely
Annals.
not. It's annals.
Mhm.
I know that. No,
No,
I thought it
you
was
don't.
annals.
Now you
No,
know.
it's not annals. It's not annals.
Mm-mm.
That was
Li-
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listeners, I apologize. I came
Jeff's a
in-
little off
I
today.
am off. I didn't get my naps poo.
Just a fair warning for those of you who will be listening next week. I'm probably gonna be off next week, so.
Why? You mean in like 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
All
listeners,
right.
if you want to tell us some funny stories about your family, or if you have a funny story about us,
Yeah.
you can
Oh, gosh.
you can send that to us through
Oh,
email.
man.
That email address is
My
my
mama
mama
done-
done told me podcast@gmail.com.
yeah, that's it. Or you can get on our social medias. Our social medias will be linked in our
Show notes.
show notes.
Oh my gosh.
Ew.
Smells like bacon.
Oh.
It doesn't.
No,
Smells
probably
like a
smells like
pulled pork
barbecue.
sandwich. Anyway, we hope you keep your minds open and be kind to each other. Until next time, this is My Mama Done Told Me. I'm Jeff,
I'm Lauren.
And Kathy.
and that's Tricksums.
Trixie.
Hello, Trixie.
I've
Yep.
been like sticking my tongue out and being a weirdo.
I just started it.
You've always been a weirdo. You're always a weirdo.
Listen to Mom.
I am.
Cracking the jokes.
Release the Kraken.
That's funny that you say that.
Thanks.
Why did you say
You're
that?
funny, Jeff.
Because she said cracking the jokes.
I know, but who's the Kraken?
I mean, who's the Kraken?
What's
I mean,
releasing
what's
the Kraken? What is it? Yeah.
Well, that's from Clash of the Titans.
Well, see, I didn't know that.
Well, then why are you?
Because it okay, so I'll
Come back to this later.
come back to this later.
Slater.
Come.
AC Slater. Come
I'll
back
come
to
back
this
to
AC
it. I'll
Slater.
come back to it.